Happy Friday, everybody. Your morning minute, 5280sportsnetwork.com. Sean Drotar still on vacation. We expect him back sometime before the 2020 presidential election. We appreciate you being here. Hey, day one of the draft is in the books. The Broncos wind up not moving, not going back down. I had said yesterday I didn't think they would pick at 20. I felt like they would wind up moving. Instead, they do wind up picking at 20. I know I'm in the minority. I like the pick. You had a position of need, and you had a guy graded on your board that you thought was the best at that position. That's who you took at 20. I think Garrett Bowles was the right pick for them, and I know that I'm in the minority. In fact, I could show you if we wanted to. Last night, my phone goes off. I get two texts from two buddies, both of them lifelong Broncos fans. One of them texted and said, great pick. The other one texted and said, this is awful. And I'm not kidding when I say they were about 45 seconds apart. So I know that the crowd is going to be divided on all of this one, but I think they made the right pick. At the end of the day, what has Coach Brian Billick told us over and over again? John Elway has said it as well. It is the best player available at a position of need, and this is one that they needed. Could they have gone and taken Reuben Foster? Could they have gone and taken some of these other guys that were potentially on the board, or moved up a couple of spots and taken O.J. Howard? Yes, they could have. Tight end, I wouldn't have minded, but everything else, it pales in comparison to need at offensive line. They needed the pick. Garrett Bowles is believed to be a very high ceiling guy in terms of the potential. We've told you before on the radio show in these videos that we like the backstory to him as well. At least I do. Very similar to some of the struggles that were dealt with by Derek Wolfe, and we all know what Wolfe has turned into as a player. When you've got that kind of motor and that kind of drive, it is something that can take you forward in the NFL if you've got the right skill set and the right coaching staff, and you've got to believe that the Broncos have that when it comes to Garrett Bowles. I also learned something new last night, which is that apparently in the NFL draft it is important to take props on stage with you. You can have a picture of your grandmother, or you can just bring a child. The only thing that was missing for Garrett Bowles last night that would have made my night is if he had gone full hangover on it and actually had the baby Bjorn on when he went up on stage and hugged Roger Goodell. I would have been in for that one. Remember, last night, done. Not a big deal. My concern now comes to tonight for the Broncos. A second and third round. Day two for the draft of the Broncos has not exactly been home runs for them in the 6 previous drafts that John Elway has been in charge. I want to see them find the right picks in the right positions tonight, whether that is addressing tight end, where this is a deep class, whether that's adding even more to the offensive line, which would be fine with me as well, or whether that's going out finding yourself a slot receiver. Whatever the case may be, they've got some other holes they need to be able to fill. The question is, do they fill them with the right guys? Because if you look back historically, the second day of the draft has not been the friendliest to John Elway and his regime. Let's see them get it successful this time. Enjoy the picks tonight. We'll continue to have all the coverage for you at 5280sportsnetwork.com. Garrett Bowles will meet with the media this afternoon. We'll have a reaction to that as well. And of course, rounds 4 through 7 tomorrow. No idea whether we're going to get about this much snow or this much snow, since the meteorologists like to try to scare all of us. So everybody be safe this weekend. Back with you Monday morning, where I've been told Sean will be here, but I'm really not sure. 7 a.m. on Mile High Sports with all the reaction to the entire NFL draft. But for now, have a great weekend. I'm Nate Lundy. See you soon.